Look at the underside of your car. Look at the old swing set in the park. Look at the orange stains on a discarded pipe. You call it rust. Scientists call it a slow-motion fire. Rust is not just a color or a texture. It is a chemical attack that destroys 3% of the global economy every year. That is a bill of $2.5 trillion. This orange flake causes bridges to collapse. It causes planes to fall from the sky. It causes nuclear power plants to leak. You are in a constant war with the air you breathe. Right now, you are losing. Rust is the result of a specific chemical reaction called oxidation. Most metals react with oxygen. When aluminum meets oxygen, it creates a thin, hard layer of aluminum oxide. This layer acts like a shield. It stops the oxygen from going deeper. Iron is different. When iron meets oxygen and water, it creates hydrated iron oxide. This substance is porous. It does not protect the metal underneath. Instead, it flakes off. This exposes a fresh layer of iron to the air. The process repeats until the metal disappears. Rust also expands. It grows to 10 times the volume of the original iron. This expansion is strong enough to crack solid concrete. Engineers call this concrete cancer. It is why old buildings crumble from the inside out. Humans used bronze for thousands of years. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. It is expensive, but it does not rust. 3,000 years ago, we switched to iron. Iron is the most common element on Earth by mass. It is cheap, it is strong. But iron has a fatal flaw. It wants to return to the Earth. In nature, iron exists as ore. We use massive amounts of energy to strip the oxygen away from the ore to make pure steel. The moment the steel is made, it begins fighting to get that oxygen back. Every steel structure you see is an unnatural state of matter. Nature is trying to turn your city back into red dust. The cost of this fight is staggering. The United States Navy spends billions of dollars every year just on paint. Salt water speeds up rust by 10 times. It acts as an electrolyte that allows electrons to flow faster. A ship in the ocean is a giant battery that is slowly dissolving. If the Navy stops painting for 1 year, the fleet becomes useless. In 1967, the Silver Bridge in West Virginia collapsed into the Ohio River. 46 people died. The cause was a single crack of rust, only 0.1 inches deep. It sat inside a steel link where inspectors could not see it. The rust expanded, the steel snapped, and the bridge fell in seconds. We try to stop it with chemistry. We use galvanization. We dip steel into molten zinc. Zinc is a sacrificial metal. Oxygen prefers to eat zinc over iron. The zinc dies so the steel can live. We also create stainless steel. We mix iron with chromium. The chromium creates a transparent shield that heals itself when scratched. But stainless steel is expensive. You cannot build a 2-mile bridge out of it. So we use cheap carbon steel and pray the paint holds. The most famous victim of rust sits 12,000 feet below the Atlantic Ocean. The Titanic is not just rotting, it is being eaten by a specific bacteria called Halomonas Titanicae. These bacteria eat the iron and excrete rust icicles, called rusticles. The ship loses 400 pounds of iron every day. In 20 years, the Titanic will be a red stain on the ocean floor. The bacteria are simply finishing what the oxygen started. Look around your neighborhood. Every gate, every bolt, and every support beam is under attack. The air is trying to reclaim the metal. You spend your life working to buy things that the atmosphere wants to burn. Rust is the tax you pay for living in an industrial world. It is the only force of nature that never sleeps. Subscribe to the channel. I find the hidden logic in the objects you use every day. I will see you in the next video.